Hey guys, welcome back to Razor RC. Got another preview video today for my Traxxas slash two-wheel drive racer build series, and also did a little bit of a production upgrade. Hopefully, I'm trying out a new table surface, so hopefully you can see the parts a little better than my traditional blue pit mat. So we got a bunch of parts in front of us. This is going to be upgrade number 11 preview, and I wasn't sure I was going to actually come out with anything new, but I was sort of messing around with some slow-mo video and some drop testing of my Traxxas Slash. It's kind of a way I use to basically check how the suspension looks in a way to simulate landing down from jumps and stuff. And I found something really interesting, and I posted the video, I think it was a week or two back, of that slow-mo drop test. And I don't know if you caught it or not, but there was something kind of funny in that video. And what I noticed was that when I dropped the truck from about 2 feet up in the air, and it sort of landed on all four wheels, the front shock tower was bouncing around like crazy. So you can just see it like wobbling and flexing, and sort of the shocks moving around a lot. And it turns out there's actually a fair amount of flex in these front shock towers. The rear a little bit as well, but mostly in the front. And so I wasn't too happy with that and decided to order a couple parts that I think might make a bit of an improvement. We'll see. So what I've got in front of us is basically some fancy looking stuff. We got some carbon fiber, carbon fiber bling. This is basically a couple pieces that Proline makes specifically for the ProTrack suspension. So these are the different shock towers that ProTrack makes, but they basically make these carbon fiber shock tower braces, and these are not full-blown shock towers. These are basically just braces you add on to the existing plastic shock towers, and basically should add some rigidity. Made out of carbon fiber. They look really cool, they look really fancy, they look really expensive. So they make a front and rear shock tower brace. Probably only really needed the front one, but I decided to get the rear one as well, just to kind of match and add some additional rigidity in the rear as well. So these two pieces are something I picked up. And then I also picked up basically a J Concepts carbon fiber battery strap. One of the readers of my channel turned me onto this. They were having a sale, so they're blowing these out for $5. I guess they're probably discontinued, I'm not sure, but original price $20. They're on sale for $5. So I picked one of these up. This is not going to have any performance improvement whatsoever. This is purely for looks. It does come with some nice little battery foam though as well. So this is really the first purely cosmetic part I'm adding on, and for $5, what the heck. All right. And then the last thing I got was basically some STRC hinge pins. So these are the hardened polished steel lock nuts. And what's going on with the Traxxas Slash, for those of you who have one, is that the hinge pins they use are basically like these threaded type. They basically just kind of like screw into the arms front and rear, and something you'll notice is basically all the hinge pins on the right hand side of the vehicle, so the rears and the fronts tend to back out on their own. That just has something to do with the way the right arms move up and down, and something about the torque. I'm not really sure why, but it's always the right hand side. And there's really an easy fix for that. For the rears, you can basically just flip the hinge pins. So instead of threading them in from the front, you just thread them in from the rear. They'll naturally basically get tightened as the suspension goes up and down, so they won't back out on their own. But this front outer one is the problematic one. This one you cannot thread in from the rear, because basically this hole is smaller than the front hole, and basically this hinge pin kind of tapers down to a smaller hinge pin as it gets to the end. So these STRC hinge pins are basically designed to remedy that problem. I really only needed the front outer hinge pins, but those are sold for $4, and then I found this set of all 8 for $10 from Tower. So I was like, well, I guess for $6 more I'm going to get the whole set. I probably won't actually use any of the other ones, just because these are kind of heavy hinge pins, and I'm sort of anti-weight. But the front outer ones I'm definitely going to mount and see how that goes. So yeah, that's pretty much it for my preview video. Please like and subscribe to my channel as always. If you enjoyed this video, or dislike it if you don't like it. Throw down some comments if you've had any experience with these products. Hopefully they're going to work. And so look for a review video soon. And take care, guys. Bye.